Stay tuned after this program for some exciting retail offers on products seen in the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders Country Western workout video.
Warning: the scenes that you're about to see may be unbearable for some persons.
Previously on VCR Party Live.
We got a new jingle sent to us.
Nick and Joe find videos at thrift stores, and they watch them with you.
Cool.
I mean,
Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Yeah.
Clap your hands, let's ram it right now with the LA Ram.
I like to ram it, as you can see, nobody likes ramming any more than me.
Hey, I learned long ago to ram it just right. You can ram it all day and ram it all night.
Everybody dance! Can't touch a flame when it's red hot. Can't put the fire around like a magic thing that can't be bought. You can't touch a flame when it's red hot, red hot, red hot.
Ты встаешь с утра, не кури, не кури, не кури.
W-E-T-P-E-T-S, W-E-T-P-E-T-S. Only one place where fish and lizards hang out with cats and chinchillas, kick back with hamsters and dogs, parakeets, rabbits, and scorpions.
My name is Sharky and I'm part of the crew. I've got a pirate rap just for you.
My name is Brooklyn and I've perfected the way to get big things erected.
Contents under pressure, I just might blow. Contents under pressure, I just might blow. Contents under pressure, I just might blow. I'm not ready for the wild thing.
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for a cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live.
Hello, Melinda. Here we are. It's VCR Party time.
Welcome.
The show where we watch VHS tapes. We have over 13. Nick, I think we have 15,000 VHS.
Probably
tapes
a lot of new ones have arrived.
I really think we do. We were trying to watch every single one of them. That's the idea of this show. And I'm Joe, and there's Nick. There's George. There's Steve. And we got a fun-filled, great hour, high quality.
We do. We have a special guest. We have Angel from who's the digital editor at Fangoria magazine. So hey, it's the spooky season, and this is a big get. We're going to learn all about horrifying clips. She's picked out some to show us, and we're going to show her our favorite clips and find out. I don't know what makes things scary around the holiday season.
I have some good ones to show her. I have some scary ones to show her. We got some new ones too, by the way. Let's see. These two I picked up at. It was in Brooklyn. And it's a coffee shop that also sells VHS tapes. So the future has finally arrived.
What?
It's U.S. UFO Investigates, the Alien Files Exposed. They were all $5, which I didn't really like.
That's a little overpriced.
Yeah, there's another UFO one. So, but then this one was also $5.
Small businesses.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Support small businesses.
Definitely, absolutely. Drop $15 for 3 VHS tapes. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. But anyway.
You know how our friends at Scimitar always just release crap? It turns out they also release horror movies. We've got a few of them here. This one is called Return of the Boogeyman.
Okay.
Pretty terrible cover.
Oh, I like that cover.
This is another cover that the movie on here I watched is incredible, but Night Train to Terror, not a great cover. But here is a good. Oh, wait, here's two more bad covers. These are These are the Fear Makers. It's like a documentary about, John Carpenter, Jack Arnold, Todd Browning. But, I mean, you can barely read the text. It's like black on purple. And then I thought maybe they'd remedy it in this one with it, which is about Roger Corman and Toby Hooper. Nope, still hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, though, I got to say, they knocked it out of the park with Victims. That's a Scimitar.
That's a cool one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very cool one. I like that one a lot.
And the knife.
Nick, got to talk to you about your facial hair here.
Oh,
what's going on here?
I did a screening of the movie Zardoz in Austin and LA, and I shaved this to look like Sean Connery in 1974.
Oh, okay.
I think you should keep it. I love it.
I think you should keep it too.
You don't have sideburns?
You don't need the beard. I think it was so freeing to get rid of the beard.
I don't know. I grew a beard to look older when I was in high school, and now I am old. So maybe I have to do that.
You actually look younger now. Yeah. You look exactly like Zardoz.
Thank you. Well, Zed, that's the character.
Oh,
but,
okay.
What's now, Joe? You have a different background. You're normally in the office full of 15,000 VHS tapes.
Yes, I moved to Chicago. Big news. I moved to Chicago this week. And so here I am in my new office. It's very dark. They painted it navy blue for some reason, but I kind of like it for, editing in here. It's kind of dark. But yeah, I'm here. I'm in Chicago and I love it. I have a garbage disposal, which I've never had as an adult. Never owned a garbage disposal. Are you guys familiar with these things?
No.
Yes.
They are amazing. You can put an apple core down there, grinds it right up, goes down the drain.
Have you tried to remember could you do a VHS tape in there? It's a good question, George.
Oh, well, let me try. I'll be right back.
Yeah, put it on
toss this
Patreon.
UFO video.
Put it behind the paywall. No, I remember in New York when they built I think in 2006, they built the first building that had a garbage disposal in New York because the plumbing isn't built for it. So they had to get all these permits. It was a big deal. So I guess it's normal in other places.
Guess what else I have? I have a garage with a clicker. So I pull up to the garage and I click, and then the door opens. Have you guys seen these before? Yeah, it's like a remote control that
what?
A garage, yeah, that I can put my car into.
No,
I'm telling you,
it's all foreign to me.
This is a whole new world. I was in New York for 20 years, and now I've been jogging with ankle weights, and now I'm outside of New York, and it's a whole different world.
Well, yeah, more room for VHS storage too. So
definitely,
knows?
I'm going to open up the office, the Chicago office here. I'll be bouncing back and forth. I still want to, I have pals in New York. I can stay on George's couch. So
what's the bidet situation?
I just bought a new one immediately. I bought it so that it would meet me here as soon as it arrived, and I got this brand new slick. It's called the BioBidet Slim one, and it has a blue light that's on all the time.
Oh, can you see a purple ghost with it, or does it?
Yeah, but it hasn't showed up yet. And then it also has a turbo function, and that's all I use is just the turbo
A
function.
blue light in your toilet at all. It's like a nightclub in there. It's going to be
it's a
fun
party.
every time you sit down.
Yeah, I'm going to put a disco ball in there. It's going to be
I'm
great.
glad you're not using the garbage disposal, I guess, for that. So I'm glad you got the bidet.
Yes.
Certain things you shouldn't put in there.
Yeah.
Let's get to a found footage festival classic and then bring Angel out.
What are we?
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Okay, so it's a tradition here to play Something's Happening every Halloween or in the Halloween season. It's a video that we got in the mail. It was no note. There was no label. It was this excerpt from a public access show out of the Bay Area called Something's Happening. And this one guy was on who was talking about extracting toxic death from your mouth. And he did it with a grape juice bottle and everything. And we've shown it all the time. One thing I haven't shown is the version that we did for Late Night Snack. It's a show we did for True TV.
Everybody's familiar with Rachel Dratch's Late Night Snack. You don't have to tell people about our
I'm
show.
telling you, that was the best job ever, though, wasn't it, Nick?
Oh,
I mean,
we got paid way too much for a show that nobody watched yet.
Oh, Steve produced it, and we went around the country and we met people from the videos, and it was just like a 1 minute segment in every episode.
Yeah.
I think they're all on Max right now. I think you can watch all the Late Night Snacks on there. But we always have one segment that's 1 minute long. We call it the Found Footage Files, and I'm going to show you the Something's Happening version of that right now. Here we go. Let me start at the way beginning.
Grape juice. This is what we use to extract the mucus. I'm going left and right inside the mouth. That is liquid mucus. And this is liquefying this mucus. Just liquefying. That is mucus coming out of my mouth right now. Now watch this. We're going to burn this. We're going to put this on this rock. Now we're going to use the torch. We used a butane torch. Now watch it burn. Watch it sizzle. Please believe me, the world is dying. The world's being killed by this stuff.
There it is, and there's Late Night Snack.
Well, it gets worse every time I see it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so used to my eyes that time.
I'm so used to it at this point. It's just like, yeah, it's nothing.
That's our version of a horror clip. Oh, Steve, are you selling out this week?
Heck yeah, I am. I am selling out for Mike's birthday.
Yeah. Happy
Whoa,
birthday, Mike
birthday
in
sell-out.
Dallas in Texas. We just saw him. Yeah.
So hold on, I opened the wrong thing. So there it is. So hopefully I can scroll through some.
Oh,
and,
that's at the last
Roz is
Blockbuster,
buying.
huh?
Yeah, Roz is buying.
Saw
for,
Roz too. Roz was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So she, Mike introduced her to VCR Party Live when they first started dating. It was about 15 shows in. They retro watched. She made up those words from the beginning, and they have seen every single episode. They're big. I love that photo
That's a
right there.
plunket.
Speaking of Texas,
Great
yeah,
photo.
That is
there's
a
some
great
good ones. I like that one. Very
Yeah,
Texas, by the way. This is off-brand Rejuvenique, which is very.
I've never
little
seen
brand.
that one before.
Oh, yeah,
There.
a lot.
great
So
photos.
it's
The birthday boy.
Cat
And obviously-
Frisbee, fuckers, Frisbee.
Yeah.
getting some exercise, but yeah, no big. I've obviously seen them in the comments. I've seen them in their emails, and I absolutely love. Like, obviously, you know, Roz. She's famous from her Plunkett. I mean, that's what I think we all.
Oh, the Centaur guy, right?
Well, she had
it
the
was-
top
it
3
was so
Plunkett of all
amazing.
time. I
Joe,
have it.
do
right
you
here.
have it? Can you throw it up, please?
I have it. Yeah. This is a top 3.
I know this is
Plunkett.
about Mike and it's Mike's birthday, but we need to see this every
I
single
couldn't
time.
tell
we
it
have
was a
chance.
centaur. You could just see part of the horse, but
No, I think the way she sent it to us, she said that she got a picture at a Renaissance festival with a centaur, but you can't tell it's a centaur. So it looks like she's just taking a picture with a shirtless.
Oh, that's so
dude with
amazing.
the beer.
By the way, I'm going to put together. My goal is to put together all of the Plunkets from that we've discussed for Rewindo. So within the next month, that's going to happen. That's my goal.
every single
Yes.
unflattering picture
Yeah.
that people have sent in. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so
And-
good. The problem was that we ran out. You know, like we ran out.
Well,
of Plunkets,
you know what?
but-
We have a bunch more that I've been saving. People have been emailing. And by the way, if you have any more, email me. I'll put it in this one, and we'll get them all out because I
Let's do
do
a
feel like we
Plunkett
need to
episode.
revisit.
Let's
I
do a
think we
Plunkett
should.
episode coming up. Yeah.
We
Put it
have
in
a
the
ton
calendar.
already that people have sent in from every time we talk about it, but it's going to happen this time, people. So send
Okay.
some more in, and let's do it.
It'll be fun.
But
to revisit.
moral of the story: happy birthday, Mike. Sorry to get off topic with the Roz, with the Plunkets, everything like that. This is about Mike. Mike, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Happy 21st.
Yeah.
Let me get into some Scimitar. I talked about him before. Let's get right to it. Okay, this of course is the distributor from Minneapolis that did a lot of special interest stuff, but they did do horror movies, including Night Train to Terror. I mentioned I watched this one today. Unbelievable movie. It's got great special effects, and well, let me just show it.
Was it recorded in EP?
Yeah, it was. The
Okay.
quality is pretty bad, but
Okay.
here's what I was able to salvage.
What is your name? In the eyes of God, I command you to tell me your name.
I am
That's not even the cool part.
It's pretty good for EP.
Yeah. Very goopy.
Is that grape juice?
Yeah. Here's the cool part. Becomes a Ray Harryhausen.
In the wall of Louis' Playhouse, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this is off-brand Tom Savini and then off-brand Phil Tippett at the end. So it's got this movie has everything. It's like 3 different movies kind of pieced together, and I was impressed.
And that's the same distributor that did Dirty Country or Dirty Line Dancing, right?
Yep, they did Dirty Line Dancing. They did How to Have Cyber Sex on the Internet. They did
Dirty Country for Old Men. Is that a movie?
Oh, no, but it should be.
Okay.
Yeah, the Coen brothers and us teaming up.
Hey, I got some bloopers to show you guys.
Great.
So Nick, I think it was you who said that, and I had never heard this before, that Eskimos have over
I did not say that.
883
Eskimos
words
is not the right word
for snow. And so, but the same applies for bloopers. We have tons of blooper tapes. We have a whole shelf of them. They put up bloopers for sports, for everything. What else? All I can think of is
We got Christmas bloopers. We've got I don't know. Oh, Hollywood bloopers like
rodeo
bloopers. Yeah.
Oh, soap opera bloopers.
Mhm.
But there's also porn bloopers. And Nick, you gave me this tape, of course.
Yeah, I've
And,
never understood this though. Like, if you're in the mood to watch a porno, I don't know if you really care about the foul ups and blunders that happen on the set.
And with that mustache, you are an authority on.
All right, George, I've had enough of your love for the night.
All right, so this is we're gonna play a game here. One of these is the title of this video. Here we go. Update blooper, dirty disasters, or boobs, butts, and bloopers. Okay, now I'm going to show you a few clips from this porno blooper tape, and you have to tell me what the title is. Okay, here we go. I like this warning at the beginning, mainly concerned with sex.
We had to add that to the beginning of this show.
And they added like an audience laughing. So like the conceit is that an audience is in a room watching porno.
It's supposed
bloopers.
to be like Ed McMahon and Dick Clark kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm showing the stuff that doesn't have the nudity and that.
Yeah. And by the way, on the front of this it said rated R, and it is not rated R.
It doesn't show it going in though. So
no, okay, but there's a lot. It does show a lot of situations that are not R rated.
Okay, so she takes off her top and then watch this. It goes on for a really long time.
Yes.
The audience ruins it.
Then she was gone.
For this one, I think they were shooting a scene where she like washed ashore, and they
Mm.
wanted the water just to come up to like her feet.
Oh yeah.
So those are some porn bloopers. Were they buck naked bloopers, dirty disasters, or boobs, butts, and bloopers? Steve, you know the answer.
Boobs, butts, and bloopers. I love the
George, what are you going to
alliteration.
say?
I'll say buck naked bloopers.
And Nick, you know the answer to this
I
already.
do know it, yeah.
Because you watched it several times. You know this video inside and out. All right, here we go. Yep. Hollywood video.
Cool logo.
You got it, Steve.
I was like,
Nice
if that
work.
alliteration wasn't used, then it should have been.
There it is. There's the actual tape there,
No
too.
commas were spent. They spent no money on commas.
Nope, they did not. Or anything else with that video.
They could put all their money into the bloopers. So
I just
yep.
watch porn bloopers and I laugh and laugh and laugh.
You in the crowd.
Laugh right, yeah.
I was expecting something funny. I mean, I just played the funniest parts to you guys,
Yeah.
but even those were like,
Nothing funny happened.
No.
All right, real quick. It's Hunk Toober. We got to play our mandated by the FCC hunk content for the night, and it has. I found a hunk video that has to do with flying windows. So let's roll that intro real quick.
Very cool.
Is there a bigger hunk in Hollywood than Brad Pitt? I mean,
No
the
way.
ultimate Hollywood hunk, right? We found a lot of videos where they couldn't really get permission to, get interviews with people. So they would use like junket interviews and kind of like have a narrator talk you through. We found one for Prince that Scimitar did.
Madonna.
Unauthorized videos. This is called Brad Pitt Hollywood Hunk. Take a look. Window of birds.
Looks like AI.
Brad Pitt, an extremely talented actor, a face and body that sends women reeling, the star of over a dozen hit movies, and most recently, the $90 million romance Meet Joe Black. Brad has become such a worldwide phenomenon, there are hundreds of websites dedicated to Brad from all across America to Hungary to Japan. The focus was almost entirely on Brad, and the paparazzi taken voyeuristic pictures immediately plastered on the internet for all the world to see. But Gwyneth was in a few of the pictures too. Brad, on the other hand, seemed to take it all in stride. Now, most movie stars have their obsessed fans and even stalkers, but few have devotees who are attractive young aspiring actresses who also break into their homes, sleep in their beds, and try on their clothes. Milking the tremendous publicity she received for her criminal act, Athena went on a few photo shoots for magazines and appeared on talk shows like The Lisa Gibbons Show. After hearing Athena's lovesick, delusional tale of breaking in and touching everything Brad owned, Lisa asked her if she had anything else to say to him. She replied, "I just want to tell him that he can come home now." The audience burst into horrified laughter, and Lisa responded, "That's the first thing you've said that's really scared me."
Well, they couldn't show the clip from Lisa, so they just kind of narrated it. Greg O'Neill narrated it.
Let's watch this whole thing for an EP. I love this video. I like how he just has to tell you everything.
Yeah, I was like, the Lisa Gibbons part's so boring, and I'm like, nope, Joe's gonna like that part. So I kept that in. There's your hunk content, and we've got a little more hunk stuff to go. And next week will be the I guess the finale of Hunk Toober, right? That's our last October.
It always goes too quick. Yeah.
It does. It goes.
Don't worry, folks. February will be right around the corner. All right, so let's get to Angel and raviolis. Show us your raviolis.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
All right,
Angel. There, hey, Angel.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this the part where I
Welcome.
show my raviolis? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, makes perfect sense, right?
You gotta kind of do that. Yep.
Welcome to the
It's
show.
the intro that I demand. Yes.
Yes. Is that a cape? That's pretty great.
It is. Nick told me it was a costume party, so here I am.
Oh, that's next week.
Ah.
Well, it's appropriate because we're going to be showing horrifying clips, and I feel like you were the hardest working lady in horror. Like every thing that I went to a John Carpenter event in Dallas, you were there. I was at the Fantastic Fest, you were there. And just a few days ago, I was at Not Scary Farm seeing a Elvira event, and I just bumped into you there. So what are you
Or maybe I'm
everywhere?
just a figment of your imagination, Nick.
That
I don't
could
know.
be.
Can everybody else see and hear me? I don't know.
Yeah, Nick, or you could be like the woman from the Brad Pitt video we just watched. You're like following her around.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
booked
know.
on Lisa next week, so yeah, we'll see. Well, how did you get like? When did you first fall in love with horror movies? What was it about horror that kind of made you think, "Oh, this is for me"?
It's been a lifelong obsession, shall we say. I was not allowed to watch rated R movies when I was a kid, though, so I was very much weaned on Universal Monsters and Twilight Zone and things of that nature. But I met the Frankenstein monster at Universal Studios, and the way that my mom tells it, I was sitting on the tram and he comes up to the side of me, like waiting to scare me. And I was like 2 or 3, I think. And I guess I turned and I saw him and I gasped, but then I started giggling. And then my mom was like, okay, we got a little freak on our hands. And then it's just...
Oh, the rest is history.
You had the constitution for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so this one totally escaped my radar, but I said, hey, do you have any sort of like weird, scary things that are not quite, part of the mainstream? And you said, oh, The Worst Witch, which was a 1986 TV movie with Fairuza Balk and Tim Curry, which I hadn't seen this. I don't know how this escaped me. But do you remember like when you first saw this?
That was one of those weird ones where it's like you never really saw it start to finish. You just would catch it on cable and it would be these weird little clips. So it almost feels like a fever dream. And then you get older and wonder if it was even a real movie. And it turns out it is. Yeah.
I watched it and it's pretty entertaining. And Tim Curry's the only man in it too. So it's almost like a feminist movie about witches. But he does have a great song that almost steals the show. So let's watch that.
I wouldn't change places with anyone tonight.
Great green screen.
Yeah, it's that era.
We'll carve pumpkin faces and watch the witches' flight.
It kind of gets funky here.
Anything can happen on Halloween. It's better than a video.
Like a VHS tape.
Gremlin's gonna mess up every cassette from London to Idaho. April 1st can be fun. New Year's Eve is a bore. But on Halloween, your flesh begins to crawl. Oh, I'm losing control. Anything can happen on Halloween.
I miss this era of video effects like this.
And your hair turns green. Your t-shirt could become a sardine. Your dentist could turn into a queen. Has anybody seen my tambourine? I may start playing big in the beginning. The craziest night you've ever seen. This hairy, scary, creepy,
It's such a good song.
See, there aren't enough Halloween songs out there either. There's a million goddamn Christmas songs, but we don't have enough Halloween songs, and that one should be played every single year.
This one should be played on repeat. And it's almost like they let like a 4th grader who just learned about rhyming write the lyrics.
Those are always the best ones. Those are always the best.
Has anybody seen my tambourine? And then it appears in his hand.
How is the movie though? Is it genuinely good, or is it bad and funny, or is it worth watching? Is what I'm asking.
I'm incredibly biased. I think it's a classic, and I think it's 100% worth watching. I feel like the chat is going off with Worst Witch fans also. I feel like
really?
They would agree with me, I think.
All right, I'm going to watch it tonight after the show.
I like
Hell
it.
yes.
I'd never seen it, but yeah, I thought it was great. And Tim Curry just always brings it. Doesn't matter what project, if it's a TV movie or whatever it is. But yeah, he's always great. All right, Joe, do you have a clip that you
Yeah,
want
I want to show you something.
terrify Angel with?
Yes, I want to show you. So I assume you're familiar with David the Rock Nelson. Are
David the Rock Nelson. I don't know if I'm familiar.
he's a filmmaker. He's just, when you would like make movies with your friends when you were a kid, you'd grab the camcorder and shoot something weird in the back and just edits only like in the camera. He's done that for his entire career, and he's from Illinois. I got this tape from Scott Miller from Strange Tapes, and David the Rock Nelson shot it in one day on a trip to Baltimore, where he met up with Conrad Brooks, who's marginally famous, mostly for being a reoccurring actor in Ed Wood movies. So we watched it at VHS Fest in Mahoning last July, and there's one scene at the end. It's so tedious and so long.
I was hoping you were going to play this. Is that what you're going to play?
I'm going to play when Conrad Brooks kills the werewolf. This is kind of a spoiler, but it doesn't. All right, so it's called Conrad Brooks versus the Werewolf. This scene goes on for 10 minutes, and it's incredible. I shortened it down to 3 minutes, but
it'll feel longer.
It'll feel like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm excited.
All right, here we go. Again, Nick, speaking of graphic design, purple on black.
101. Just use a bright
Classic.
color.
Yeah.
Oh, that werewolf, he's too much. I'll figure a way to kill him. I'll figure a way.
I believe David Rock Nelson plays the werewolf.
What's that?
I believe the director plays the
He
werewolf.
does. Yep,
Okay.
that's him. Yep.
I got him! I got him! I got him! I got him good this time! You stinking wolf man! Pah! Pah! Pah!
There's been a lot of spit in this episode.
He ran
so
out
far.
of spit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised he did 3 on there. You
Yeah.
just needed 1, but he did 3. I liked it.
This one is for the Marines! You're still alive, huh?
And by the way, he has a lot of flubs in this, and of course, I kept all the flubs in. All right.
This one is for the Marines!
That wasn't my I didn't edit that a second time. He said this one's for the Marines twice, very close together.
You really want to drive it home.
What's that?
You really want to drive it home,
He did. Yeah. I'm sure the Marines appreciated that.
And this one's for Bela Lugosi! My favorite actor! And also for Frankenstein! And the monster! And the mummy! That's for the Marines!
A third, that's for the Marines.
Really driving it home.
I got a special one this time. This is for Eddie Wood. My dear friend Ed Wood. And this is a special one from Ruthie and my daughter Connie. Ruthie, my ex-wife. And this is going to be a real special pleasure just for me.
He almost said spleasure.
I gotcha! I gotcha!
Ten minutes.
This goes on for way longer. and I trimmed it down. So
Is it mostly the bat for 10 minutes?
it's mostly the car for like 7 of them, and then 3 of them are the bat.
And Marine shoutouts.
And Marine shoutouts. I included all the Marine shoutouts in this edit.
Okay.
So.
Good.
Oh, that's. Look what I found. A silver spike. But this will finish you out completely. And it's all over for you now. The silver spike, my friend. And this is all, this is for all the monster lovers.
There it is. So the good news is you can watch the entire version in Chicago at the Music Box Theater this Friday. 2 screenings of it. Scott Miller is introducing it, and David. I think it's just David Rock Nelson. I don't think he's saying The Rock. I think it's David Rock Nelson.
Right.
He's going to be there in attendance. He's going to introduce both of them. I'm going to the 11:30 show, and I can't wait. So I can't wait to relive that car driving scene. It's
on the big screen. This is amazing.
On the big screen. Oh yeah, to see it on the big screen.
Not too late to book a flight to Chicago, Angel. It's
okay. I'm going to be there.
All right,
this was not on my radar.
David Rock Nelson's pretty obscure, but yeah, he has like years of those homemade movies. It's pretty great.
They're all like that too. Yeah,
I'm already in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
What's your history with Friday the 13th, Angel?
Friday the 13th, I make as many people as possible watch as many Friday the 13th movies as possible. So whenever I can gather my friends together, I try to get it through as many as possible.
That makes sense. Yeah, it was a big blind spot for me. I think I'd only seen like 1 and 6 or something. But the Mahoning Drive-In had something called Camp Blood, where they just showed them all on 35 over 4 nights. And I did some catching up. And 4 has a scene in it that I was like, oh, I recognized a video within the movie. So they're watching TV and I recognized a video and I'm like, we have that on our shelf. So maybe you'll remember this part. I'll show a clip from Friday the 13th part 4, and then I'll show the clip from the actual video that I found on the shelf the other day.
You got the curse?
If I do, you're it.
Joe, you recognize the video?
I don't.
Axel.
I guess I'm the one who always cuts the exercise montages, so I had that one in my head.
Yeah. I don't know the. Looks like a really informative exercise video.
Yeah.
Just kind of flailing around.
You learn a lot.
Axel?
I'm so glad you could come.
Axel, you are the Super Bowl of self-abuse. I just came to watch the news.
You are the Super Bowl of self-abuse?
Yeah. Where does 4
if I had
rank
$1
for
for every time.
Yeah. Where does 4 rank for you, Angel?
It's closer to the top. It's not. Maybe it's top 5, I would say.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it, but I liked it quite a bit. So yeah, this is Aerobicize the Beautiful Workout, which is. It's a lot of, it's very male gazy without much instruction, but it's almost psychedelic at points because it was almost from that video era where you see like a bunch of heads in the background and stuff. So take a look. It's psychedelic. Music is kind of
I like it. like it a lot.
We haven't got. This is the Friday the 13th part 4 part.
Oh. This is called the flail.
Yeah. You just do this along with the video. Look at this one. Violent twisting.
No, I do this exercise every single morning.
Yeah. And then this is the outro. I dosed everybody with mushrooms, by the way, just before we went live tonight. Yeah. So that was the movie or the video within the movie Friday the 13th.
How did you do the research to know that that was aerobicize in there? Did you just recognize it?
I recognized it, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep, because
Oh,
I
okay.
had that on deck.
That's impressive. Like you just clocked that. You saw that and you were like, "That's aerobicize."
Yeah, 20 years of cutting exercise video montages and watching hundreds of exercise tapes to do it. I'm like, I know that one, and we've shown it on VCR Party before, but I recognized it. I'm like, yep, that's the one. So,
I wonder if they cleared it. I wonder if they licensed it or they just played it.
I didn't look at the credits, but I'm guessing
yeah.
they had to. You know, generally you would have to.
Yeah. Can I overshare something? I'm
Yeah.
gonna disclose some Joe Pickett information that I don't think any of you know about
This
me.
is an exclusive.
This is an exclusive, and I know my mom is watching the show tonight, so I'm gonna have
Uh-oh.
trouble disclosing this one.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking my mom to mute it right now so she doesn't hear this. But I lost my virginity to Jason Goes to Hell.
Really?
Yes, I did.
You mean it was playing in the background?
It was
or
playing in the background.
through the movie itself.
No. We rented the movie. I'm from a small town in Wisconsin, and so we rented our movies at gas stations. So we rented Jason Goes to Hell at the gas station. That was the big night, and I did it. I did
Wow.
it. It was beautiful.
I bet.
Absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm sure. It's how, it's
What a
one of those
magical
stories-
evening.
It was
Incredible.
so magical.
Everybody
Yeah.
pictures it.
It's
I
like
lost mine to Halloween Ends from 2022.
Are you
So-
serious? Oh, I thought you were serious.
The 2022
Oh.
yeah, Halloween Ends movie. Yeah. That's
I'm
true.
waiting for the perfect movie. I yet to
Yeah?
saving it for something
One of these
special.
days.
Yeah.
You should try it to Jason Goes to Hell. I think you'll like. I think you'll like the way you look.
Recommended.
Speaking of-
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of relationships and losing your virginity, I asked you, Angel. I was like, we were at this Cassandra Peterson event about who plays Elvira, and I said, have you ever interviewed her? And you said, and tell people what you told me.
I didn't lead with this, but I said yes.
No,
and it
I
was
asked
like,
you.
You asked me, yeah. But I did get to interview her. I've interviewed her multiple times now, but we have yet to meet in person in the flesh. But she did offer to officiate my wedding. I was single at the time she offered that, but she was like, listen, when the time comes, I'm down to officiate your wedding. And I was like, what a fantastic pickup line. I'm just going to walk into a bar and be like, listen, if anyone wants to get hitched, Cassandra Peterson is ready to officiate.
I'm telling you, I don't know how serious things are with your girlfriend, who was lovely and everything, but I'm saying maybe just jump the gun just to have that wedding.
Do
happen,
it.
'cause that is.
How do you think I got her in the first place? That's what I walked in and said, hi, hello. Are you
Okay.
a fan of Elvira by chance? Okay. look,
Yeah.
this is your lucky day, baby.
Oh,
Can you
wow.
imagine? Oh,
yes. Oh, hurry up and do that, and then invite us too. 'Cause I
Okay,
want to be
we'll
there
get
for
on
it.
it. You're all invited, obviously.
Oh,
Okay,
wonderful.
good.
Okay, that's why we invited you on. Let's play
Perfect.
this other.
I knew it, but that's fine.
You had an ulterior motive. So you also told me about. You said, have you seen the Halloween that almost wasn't, aka The Night Dracula Saved the World, the 1979 ABC TV movie? And I said, no, I have not. But I think the key thing that got me was Judd Hirsch's Dracula.
Interesting choice.
And so, when did you first see this?
This was another one that you just kind of come across on cable. Like Disney Channel used to do these like Halloween blocks of just like amazing Halloween programming all throughout October. And this was in their blocks. So I think the first time I saw it, I caught maybe like the second half. And then I looked in like the TV guide and made sure that I was tuned in for the full thing the next time that it aired.
Again, it's pretty real. And it's pretty, like, I was entertained by it. I liked it. It's a little corny, but Judd Hirsch's Dracula, and at the ending too, took me by surprise. So I included a little bit from the beginning, the middle, and the end of the night
All
that
right.
Dracula saved the world.
Yeah.
I think this is post-Taxi, pre-Ordinary People. I think that's where we are in the Judd
Is
Hirsch
this
timeline.
70s then?
79, yeah.
79.
Waiting for it there, John.
Good evening. Oh, Count Dracula. You almost frightened me to death. Thank you, Igor. Teeny tiny bat, 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 teeny tiny bat.
Teeny tiny bat. Look, they got all the monsters in there.
Did David Rock Nelson direct this?
I think so, yeah. Not this part, though.
No.
So, who's gonna dance with me?
Keep on thinking, keep on thinking, keep on thinking, don't stop thinking, love will soon come again. Keep on thinking,
TV in the 70s.
I like the sing sound effect, too. This is the credits. The mommy's dancing. Igor's dancing.
Concepts unlimited, indeed.
Yeah.
The
concepts had no limits in that.
There's
movie.
no limits to those concepts. Yeah, good stuff.
To be fair, I feel like out of context that probably comes across very weird. But to be fair, the witch had threatened to not fly across the moon on Halloween night, and that's what kicks off the festivities. She has a list of demands, which includes Dracula has to take her disco dancing. And there we go.
Yeah.
So just to make sure everyone has context, and does now make sense for you.
Okay, good. All right. I was wondering.
I didn't want to. Yeah, I kind of set it up for failure. But yeah, you're right. It did make sense more.
Did she eventually fly across the moon, or but don't tell me? Don't tell me. I don't want to.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
Just go watch it. That was the first VHS that I ever spent what I felt like was like a stupid amount of money on, but it was worth it.
How much? I love hearing expensive.
It was less than $100, but this was like way back in like maybe like early 2000.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Oh, by the way, I do have The Worst Witch. We had this on VHS, but the thing is, they crossed this out. This is it, but it says well, I didn't know what it said, but on the back, it has Bitter Harvest, which is
is that Brad Pitt?
Stephen Baldwin movie.
Oh,
but it's because this is a screener for like video rental stores about what they wanted to order, so it has both on the tape.
Okay, yeah,
That's an incredible double feature. It makes perfect sense.
1-2 punch, right? Yeah.
I was actually going to suggest this as a chaser to Worst Witch.
Yeah. Cue up Bitter Harvest. I think that would be a good 1-2.
Let's just watch that in its entirety now.
So, Joe, do you have something else to horrify us?
I do. I have IMGs. So, Angel, during the pandemic, we couldn't go out to our thrift stores and buy our VHS tapes. So, somebody emailed us and said, hey, there's this thing where if you go onto YouTube and you type in IMG into the search bar, IMG, and then 4 random numbers, videos will pop up that people put up for some reason, whether it was a mistake or whether who knows why they put these up. But they all have like 6 or 7 views. We call them IMGs, and I'm going to show you the IMGs of Terror, which I showed at the Haunted webinar, which you can purchase as a digital download on store.foundfootagefest.com.
Wow, seamless.
Yes. So here, I'm going to show you these IMGs. I'm going to tell you who found them and what they called them. So here we go. IMGs of Terror. Okay, so these are the scariest ones that were uploaded to YouTube for some reason. This is IMG 0707. This is one of the very first IMGs ever mined, and I have no record of this one at all. So if whoever mined this one, let me know who found this one. But here's IMG 0707. That's it.
Oh,
it had like 14 views. That was it. That was the whole. Isn't that horrifying? That's it.
That's
14
worrisome.
views. It's for some reason it's scarier that it only had 14 views.
Yeah, and then he didn't bother to title it. It just was
No.
the default IMG name
Exactly.
that his phone gives it. Yeah.
IMG 1616. Hannah found this one. Hannah said, horrifying homemade lion costume. In a forest.
And it's doing the Charleston.
Yeah, there's just something terrifying about this. Here's IMG 2182, also from Hannah. Hannah said, I don't know what these things are, but they look both appetizing and revolting. I think she's 100% right on that. They either look really good or really gross.
No, they're too wet.
Oh my god.
And probably, yeah, I know. It's
It's a
really
jump
scary.
First jump scare of the show.
And that probably had like 12 views. Here's IMG 1854. Ross sent this one. Ross said, this is at a pumpkin carving show. A dad scolds his daughter by the Seinfeld pumpkin. Okay?
What did I say? Turn that off. Stella, turn that off. Stella, turn that off.
Can you take a picture of this butterfly?
No.
That's a work of art right there. That is absolutely a work of art.
It might be art.
with
Yeah.
pumpkins?
Yeah. IMG 1243. Dave said, he just said, "Dear God."
Oh, what is?
Oh.
Is that a person?
I think that's a mouth in there.
Is that a mouse?
Yeah, there's a mouth.
I don't care for it.
Yeah, I
No.
don't care for this one either.
No,
Oh,
I think it's art. I think that was art.
Okay.
IMG 2097. Atari Rob sent this. The violent pounding is going to keep me awake at night.
It just gently goes around the nape of the hair to keep it from migrating down.
Okay, because you've done there for 20 minutes or half an hour.
We're in the body horror segment of the IMGs.
But that's what my neighbors are doing.
Yep, that's what that noise
Oh, I could watch that all day long. IMG 1001. Ross also sent this one. Creepy doll in orange dress kicking its legs.
La 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 la.
Yeah, you need to put the Rosemary's Baby soundtrack under that one. 2384. Dave said, windy out today.
言ってんだろうがよ。さっきからよ。もう何回見なんだよ、こっちからお前よ。おい。女のことばっかりなんじゃないか、さっきから。
I think they're scarier because they're real, right? And they're uploaded, and I don't know if they intended anybody to actually see these. That's what makes them scary.
Well, there is a whole genre of like found footage horror, right? That's kind of what that.
Yeah, this is like the
feels
YouTube
real.
version of that. Yeah. IMG 1480. It's way worse, exactly. We're all cursed because we've been watching all these, by the way. I should have told you that beforehand. Here's IMG 1484. We got two more. Nico sent this one. Nico said, scary looking robot tells the time in German.
Kai?
Oh gosh.
Kai hört. Wie spät ist es?
Kai hat gehört. Gerade ist es 21:17 Uhr.
Nick, would you trade heads of hair?
Would I have to keep that style?
Yeah, and that expression.
Yeah, and that jaw.
yeah, I would. Yeah, just to have that full head of hair.
All right, IMG 21. This is the last one here. Jamie sent this one. This is an all-timer right here. Hand feeding tarpon at Robbie's.
Yeah, he's a little guy. Little guy. Let him get it.
Oh, here comes the big one. Here he comes.
It's okay.
Get your hand.
You're fine, April.
He's so good in your hand. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, you chicken shit.
The IMGs of Terror.
Horrifying. Wow.
Yeah.
They never get old.
No, they never will. Yes.
Evergreen.
I got to do
That's
more
very
IMGs.
scary.
Yeah, I got to do more. I have a whole spreadsheet for during the pandemic. We were ambitious. People were out mining IMGs and sending me all the numbers, and we got to pick that up again. I kind of took a little break. I was getting burned out, but I'm ready to jump back in.
It's worth it, I think.
Bring it
Well,
back.
or to quote you, Angel, I don't care for that. But that was just about the one with the feeding thing happening.
Well, as a segment as a whole, like I love it, but I hate it. It's you know, it's
Yeah,
complicated.
yeah, yeah. No, I
Get it,
get it.
yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
It's one of those like look through your eyes kind of look through your hand kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this one
I look
though.
through your eyes too. You can look through your eyes too.
I look through
All
my
right.
eyes through my hands, so I'm doing both.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Good. All right. I wasn't wrong then.
No, you do look through your eyes.
So somebody taped in 1995. They taped a figure skating exhibition special, and this aired on ESPN2. It was called Halloween on Ice, and my favorite part is like back in the day they used to break in with like sports scores during the programming. So in the middle of like experiencing absolute horror with their terrifying ice skating routine, you get to see like the Buffalo Sabres score in the background. So here's a little bit of the Nightmare on Elm Street themed.
To the Cumberland County Civic Center in Portland, Maine, and Halloween on Ice. How about a little Nightmare on Elm Street with Frenchman Philippe Candeloro?
You know what? I think this aired on regular ESPN, not ESPN2.
This seems like ESPN2 material.
Yeah.
It's so scary. This is turn it off, Nick. This is
No. Get through. You got to face your fears.
This is.
This is actually the first televised IMG.
Oh, that's agreed to a 4-year, $32 million contract. Mike Piazza. Joe, look through your eyes.
Oh, I'm looking through my eyes right now, and I don't like it.
Don't fall asleep. Otherwise, you're going to see a triple Lutz.
Did Wes Craven direct this?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Master of horror.
With ice skating.
France may just be getting Halloween, but I think we're ready for anything from Philippe Candeloro.
Look at this. Would you like to eat my heart?
This is what ESPN should be playing right now.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hat is off.
They wouldn't mind having him invade my dream.
This is actually Robert Englund.
Couldn't his gloves be skating? Or his
Good.
glove?
He
Like
could
one.
be going like this. Yeah.
There's some ice skating fans and
ghoulish
some Nightmare on Elm
performance
Street
from
fans.
Olympic bronze medalist Philippe Candeloro. We'll take a break and return with more Halloween on Ice. Up next, Brasseur and Eisler. Stay with us.
Got a zombie theme for the next one. So,
That's
yeah.
back when there were only like 2 sports, and they're like, we got to fill in this channel with something.
Well,
Let's
then
put
they did the horror biathlon right after this.
Yeah.
It's an Olympics that's just in October.
They had
Right,
Jason skiing and shooting. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
they got
was
Chucky
beautiful.
out there. Yeah.
Chucky.
I did not know any of this was an option. I would have chosen a completely different career path. I didn't know this was available.
Oh,
to me.
Yeah.
It's not too late. It's
It's not too late. Okay.
Yeah.
What are your top horror franchises? What do you recommend if people are? Because the VHS community is also a big horror community, but our we're sort of babies. We just watch exercise videos. So where should people start? Where do you recommend?
Well, my favorite franchise is not like a deep cut or like this is where you should start, but Scream was like a very formative thing for me. That's like the first movie that I like lied to my parents about. I said I was going to go see Beverly Hills Ninja, which to this day I've still never seen that fucking movie. It's a shame. I should get on that.
Yeah.
But I went to see Scream and like I just was like, what? Like my whole world just like blew wide open. So that was a very special one for me. But like stuff, I'm really into 80s horror. I think because I liked to kind of found footage kind of vibe. I liked to kind of peruse the aisles and just grab shit that looked weird. Like Motel Hell was a fun one that I brought home, and I was like, I didn't know what I was getting into, but the vibe is very fun, and it's still one of my favorites.
I feel like the 80s that was like the golden age of horror covers too. Because I just remember going through we're significantly older than you. So we would go through video stores, you'd see them in the horror section, and just some of them just like, I never saw the movies, but the covers just.
Oh, April Fool's Day and
Yeah.
Ghoulies and those classics.
There's
Yeah.
so many of them. I Spit on Your Grave.
Happy Birthday to Me. Was that the one with the skewer or something? You know what I'm talking about?
I thought there was a cake.
Or there was a really gross one that.
Yeah.
Steered
There's
into my
some
mind.
key art with the skewer as well. But do you guys have do you have like a specific VHS cover that kind of stood out to you, and then you finally watched the movie and it was like nothing like you imagined after all the years of just kind of staring at the cover?
I've experienced that with a lot of movies that we've watched, where it feels like they put all the budget into the VHS cover and not into the movie. I feel like that happens a lot.
Well, yeah, Ghoulies was one of those with the goblin coming out of the toilet,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be all toilet goblins." And then I heard that they made that poster, but that scene didn't happen in the movie, so they went back and had to do reshoots just to put a brief scene of a
It's
ghoulie
towards
coming
the
out
end
of the toilet.
too.
Yeah,
I watched that, and it's towards. I'm
Yeah.
watching the whole movie. I'm like, where the hell are the ghoulies?
Do you have one, Angel, that you remember that?
Dead Alive was my big one. That's like with like the
Yeah.
pulling the mouth open and you see
Yeah.
the little ghoul coming out. I would just stop and stare at that every single time. And I didn't watch that one until I was probably in my 20s, like early 20s. But like as a kid,
Yeah.
that was the one that I would stop and like pick up, kind of inspect it until my mom came and like I would set it back down. But it's one of my favorite movies, but it's nothing like I imagined after
Yeah.
like all these years of thinking about it.
I gotta watch I Spit on Your Grave, because that cover haunts me. You know, it just looks like very, I don't know, it looks very like homemade, and I think it's like a brutal somebody who's just been like violently attacked in a woods or something, and it's called I
Yeah.
Spit on Your Grave, and
Yeah.
it's just I don't know, I've never watched it. Maybe I'll watch it.
Well, you'll be haunted by the movie as well. Right now, you're just haunted by the cover. Watch the movie, and you'll be haunted by both.
Is
That one's rough.
Is
That
it?
lives up to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
But
I'll
you know,
put that on my list.
Scream I love too, because it kind of had the, I grew up just watching comedies. That was almost exclusively. I was way too chicken to watch horror movies. I would not have laughed at Frankenstein. But Scream was like that perfect because it was funny and it was self-referential. So you kind of had that. It was scary, but you had that one step removed, so it made it a good entry point too, I think.
It still scared
horror
the shit out of me.
Yeah.
That cold opening, that like slasher of any sort. Like I was not watching, Friday the 13th or anything like that when I was a kid. So sneaking into Scream and then seeing Drew Barrymore's guts like just spilling out while her parents are screaming at her corpse hanging from a tree. I was like, I don't know if I can handle this. Like I was devastated. Because I'm like, oh my God, they're going to have to call her friends. And then her parents are going to have to call her aunts and her uncles. Like, that's where my mind went.
Yes. That movie right out of the gate, too. Like, yeah, just it starts off
Really?
very strong.
It
Yeah.
killed the biggest star in the movie, too, which
Yeah.
is a bold move. Yeah.
Mhm.
What about Halloween traditions? Can you reveal? Do you have your costume picked out for next week?
I won't tell you about the human sacrifices. That's a little bit hush hush.
Yeah. You keep that to yourself.
Keep it to
Understood.
myself.
Right.
I'll invite you guys privately off this.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
I just kind of put my costume together. I'm going to be in Austin actually for my friend's wedding. So it's kind of a half-assed-ish costume that I'm putting together Halloween night and then wedding festivities all weekend.
Okay. And can you reveal, or is that a surprise?
It's a secret.
Okay. All right. Well, we're all going as weird VHS characters from our Goofy videos, so that will be revealed next week.
You should go as Chris Farley from Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah, you know what?
And then
You
there's
need
going
a
to be the one guy at the party, like, tell me 5 lines from this movie. And I'm like, oh, you got me. I've never seen it.
Well, hey, one more thing. Like, do you ever, like I mentioned, you're at like every horror event, you have to see all the movies and the Terrifiers. Do you ever like need a break? Like, do you ever need like a Beverly Hills Ninja as like a palate cleanser to just kind of relax for a little bit?
Oh, I love comedy. And I also love, that the stuff that you just showed, like The Worst Witch and The Night
Yeah.
Dracula Saves the World, like that stuff is my palate cleanser. And sometimes
Okay.
like a little bit of shitty reality TV is kind of a weird palate cleanser too.
There's something
Oh, very
comforting
good.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
Well, thanks for coming on and letting us show you some of our horrors and some of the ones we hadn't seen that you brought to our attention.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys for having me. I was scared
Thank
to
you,
come on
Angel.
actually when you showed the grape juice mucus thing. I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm out. I don't know.
Rightfully
I was
so.
gagging off camera. Luckily, I wasn't on for that.
No, but seriously, try it. Just get yourself some grape juice and just spray it in your mouth, and then get a blowtorch and then light it on fire. It's seriously.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Yes, please do. Report
And
back.
please fast track this wedding and send us the invitations because
Can't wait.
This has got to happen. We're
All
holding
right. I
you
guess
to
I
it.
should get engaged first, so I'll work
Do
on
that. Work on
Yeah.
it. Get back to us. Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Angel.
Thanks, Angel from Fangoria.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Yay,
Happy
you guys are
Halloween.
awesome. Thank you. Happy
Thanks.
Halloween.
All right. And that's show us your raviolis, everybody.
Show us your raviolis. Show us your raviolis. Show us your raviolis.
Oh, what are we?
Oh, Angel's still here. I forgot to
Oh.
bump her out. All right.
Okay. All right. See you, Angel. Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Wow, those were some terrifying raviolis.
They really were. I don't know if I have much left in me.
I'm scared shitless. George,
yeah.
you got anything for us?
I do.
What is it? It's 250 pounds of lovable trouble named George. George, will you get out of my bed and go downstairs? It's George, by George. You'll want to bring the whole family to see George.
So I just wanted to point out the video I was talking about. The
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
yeah, I thought I said it, and then when nobody recognized it, I thought, did I make this up? But this, I don't know why this was the freakiest, grossest thing I'd ever seen.
That's from the Silver Collection.
Does this look familiar to you at all?
No, I don't remember this.
I don't
I guess
remember
it's
this
just
one.
like whatever the
What's on the skewer? I couldn't tell what was on the skewer.
Oh,
Just
like beef.
lamb, tomatoes, peppers.
Yeah, I thought it was normal stuff, but now I'm wondering whether it's like gross stuff. No, it looks like
Human
normal
meat.
stuff. That's
Yeah, onions,
gross meat.
tomatoes.
No, I think it's gross stuff. Those
Nope,
two.
he's
the
just
meat
a
things-
vegan.
Oh, maybe he is vegan. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's seitan. Okay.
Yeah, but there's something I don't know why that's like gross or that there were gory covers, but for some reason I don't
The
know.
implication that the skewer would go through like against his will. Yeah.
I guess, but anyhow, I watched the 1984 syndicated special Halloween Thriller. It's on YouTube. It featured Vincent Price introducing music videos, and I wanted to share with you that I've discovered a new embarrassment.
Oh.
And that is hearing a revered legend of the silver screen saying the names of early 80s bands. So
not what I was expecting you to say.
Okay.
but,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. I get very embarrassed for other people when I see somebody's like ooh. And also somebody posted the raw footage from this, and it shows just what a class act he was, even with the terrible copy. So here is Halloween Thriller. I almost said Hollywood.
What are we?
Good evening, I'm Vincent Price. I'm going to be your host for this evening. The Halloween season has always been a particular favorite of mine. It was said that music would drive evil spirits and demons away. Tonight we may learn how effective music can be in combating evil forces. Being stalked by an unseen presence is for many the ultimate fear. The fear becomes reality in Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me. At one time, people believed that the Lord of Darkness had a particular fondness for the souls of young brides. When the ring was placed on her finger, the girl became a demon. Impossible? Watch Greg Kinn's Jeopardy and see. Dracula's classic love scenes with an interesting twist in the story, a Halloween love story as it were, are seen here in Eddie Money's Think I'm in Love. In a video featuring the Phantom of the Opera, Frankenstein, and other assorted ghouls, here are the popular British recording artist Yaz with Don't Go. Surrounded by monsters, our heroine sings her song of woe. From her hit record, Telephone, here is Sheena Easton. Singing the title song from the movie, here's Ray Parker Jr.
Wait, George. So that embarrasses you to?
I feel there's something so wrong about it. Maybe I'm embarrassed for like culture, society, humans.
It's one of my
evolution.
favorite VJs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's supposed
Wubba wubba wubba. Here's Mike and the Mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be talking about scary stuff and ghouls and stuff, but he's talking about Eddie Money instead.
We have a video where he's talking about the NFL too. He's like, it's for NFL films that we've played, and yeah, he really kind of did everything in this
I'm
era.
starting to think he never said no.
Yeah, he did. Didn't he do like a 3D camera video?
Yeah,
I think you guys have that. But just everything he does, just watch him in this. He does different line readings each time.
All right. What are we?
Being stalked by an unseen presence is for many the ultimate fear. The fear becomes reality in Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me. Being stalked by an unseen presence is for many the ultimate fear. The fear becomes reality in Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me.
Oh, that's a good take.
Yeah.
Steve, you like that one?
My favorite,
as a director. Wow.
Good.
And he knows not to break.
Yeah. Such a pro.
Old films have influenced many of today's popular music videos. Horror movies from the 1920s were the basis for this cut, Can't Let You Go by Rainbow.
That was a camera mess
Yeah.
right there.
Yep.
He was great.
Does he get mad?
No. Class.
What the hell is going on here?
Doesn't pull Casey Kasem.
Alas, our time together has come to an end.
Okay. Anyhow, but that's Vincent Price. Halloween.
Yeah. He's from St. Louis, by the way. Like you can
What?
Yeah. You can stay in a Vincent Price themed hotel room there. It's not like one of those like faux, New England like theatrical accents. I don't know where the accent is
Well, I
from.
thought it'd be Transylvania or something, right? I mean, like it's St. Louis. Oh.
Yeah.
He should keep that to himself. Yeah. I mean, I love St. Louis, but Vincent Price, come on.
Has anyone seen my tambourine?
He could have sung that too.
Yeah.
And the voice in the Thriller spoken word segment. Oh yeah, let's wrap up the George segment.
Good segment, George.
With love from George.
Real quick. So I told you I just moved to Chicago, and so that means that I'm gonna have to get Chicago or Illinois license plates, right? And right now I have PAMCAP because for the Patreon we reached a certain level, and we all got vanity plates except for Steve, and Steve's nephew didn't do it either. But whatever, we'll talk about that later. But I got PAMCAP, which is a reference to, this is every time I have to explain it to people. It's a magic video that you can do with grocery items, specifically Pam. What you can do with a PAMCAP
cooking
spray. I think cooking spray, and I said on there, I said, oh, that would fit as a vanity plate, and it stuck, and then I eventually got PAMCAP. Now I can transfer PAMCAP. I'm sure it's available in Illinois, but I had other ideas for it. And I remembered a video that we had. Do you remember Secrets to Sweepstakes? Do you remember? There's a let me just play the video. This is what I'm thinking for my new one. The video.
Hi, I'm Patrick Van Horn. Come along with me now as we discover the secrets of winning sweepstakes.
I like to take risks, and
that's like a top 5 flub for me.
So
that's just one of my favoriteest flubs of all time.
The fact they didn't have time for a second take. They were like, nope.
Is that what you're suggesting for your?
Hold on.
Okay. I like to do things of chance, and I like to think that something good will come in the future. I have a very good skill with it, and I have kind of a knack about doing it.
Illinois.
So I want to put that skill to use, and hopefully I'll win some very valuable prizes.
Land of Lincoln, that could be
Yes.
you.
So I'm thinking 1 car 7 has already been taken. He's probably still driving that around today. I'm thinking 1 car 8.
Right.
Which would be the next one in the 1 cars, because he had to get 7 probably because 1 through 6 was already taken. I'll get 1 car 8 because of this video here that we played in the past.
Hi, I'm Hal. I'm the world's most advanced pediatric patient simulator.
Okay, Hal, can you tell me how much your head hurts?
An 8.
Right.
I'm thinking 1 car 8.
Right.
Because it's right.
8. Right. That's
I mean,
how much
I
your
can.
head hurts too.
I can also do Pam Cap still, but I kind of want to do 1-car-8, and I looked it up, and it is available. 1-car-8 is available.
I'm for it. We got to get to a certain Patreon level, I think, to make it happen.
Oh, we want to do that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try to squeeze some money out of it. Sign up for our Patreon, $10 and up. You get a lot of good stuff, bonus shows and all that. And I don't know, what do we say? Get a couple signups tonight, and I'll do 1-car-8. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it anyway, but 'cause I'm excited about it. I had another idea though. I had another idea for new drivers, for a new license plate.
Okay.
And Nick, you alluded to it before. Take Rick's.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that might be the winner.
I like to take risks.
Take Rick's, but so here's the thing: you can't have 8 whatever
Oh.
characters on there. So I could do RIX. Take Rick's.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna allow the Melindas to weigh in on this. On our Patreon, there will be a poll. Nick, can you do this poll? I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right. I'll work on that.
So 1, you can choose Pam Cap. 2, you can choose 1-car-7. I bet 1-car-7 is still. I mean, I could have it be authentic like the video. Oh, that's a good one. Take Rick's. Yeah. 3 would be 1-car-8, and then 4 would be Take Rick's. So
okay.
Can you put that up on the Patreon?
Yeah, I mean, not right now, but after the show, I can.
No, we
sure.
can wait. We'll wait. That's
All right.
fine.
Yep. Give me about 15 minutes, guys.
All right. So, and then next week, I'm going to discuss my driver's license picture.
Well,
what are we? That's good. That's good.
Speaking of pictures, yeah, it might be time for new vanity plates. We got to do another fundraiser. It is the VCR Party Halloween costume contest. Let me just briefly run through some of the ones from 2023. We've showed you ones from the last 4 years. Remember this couple from, I think it was Washington National Bank?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Caitlin and Eric there. Yeah. I'm not going to show all the.
I remember
this one.
Yeah.
This is Jamie's. This was from Lingual. I don't know. George found that.
That one. Yeah.
Yep.
The tongue touching tournament or something like that.
This is from Video Dating, the rubber glove lady, of course. Yeah, wanted her own religion. Here's Wayne as the woman with the giant piece of cake that's never referenced.
Yep, perfect.
Now here we have Amanda McLean from Close Proximity Pyrotechnics and the guy who walks in during the summit. And Sarah Lynn also went as Amanda McLean and recreated the exact slide that was on the back
and expression,
the top, and the expression. Yeah. So popular costume.
Who won that year? I think it was one of them, wasn't it?
It was one of the two. Yeah. That's what I think it was one of those two.
This is
Sin of the City.
Sin of the City.
Yes.
Yep.
That's
Baggy
great.
underwear.
Yep.
Joe, this is when your cat slashed your eyelid. There's an episode where your cat slashed your eyelid.
Yeah.
So
yes,
Ode to Paris one is that.
That's
and
a
then
good one.
I have a photo of me holding up when it was my birthday. I think I don't know what year I turned. I think I was turning 12 or 13, and I held up my UHF shirt. So this couple, Mark and his wife, went as me holding up a UHF T-shirt. So. I mean, we got to work cut out for us. And by the way, dozens of submissions have come in since last week. But now it's really, there's been some amazing ones. But we'll show them all next week. So you have one more week, or less than a week. On Monday, the 28th at 5 p.m. Eastern is the deadline. You send them to info@foundfootagefest.com. Photos of you in a costume from a video we've shown or something that references this ridiculous show. So
I finally figured out my costume for next week, and it's going to be my lowest effort costume yet.
I haven't yet.
I'm not even going to buy anything. I have it here in the house. It's going to be so low effort. You guys are going to be so impressed with me.
I want to mention that we are finally on a tour again. It's been a while since we've done a significant touring, but we got a 20th anniversary show. So, we're doing Chop and Steel in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania in a couple of weeks, I guess, a few weeks. And we have a very special guest that we can't reveal who it is, but it's
The guest is so good too,
It's so
and he
good.
said that he didn't want anybody to know, and it drives me crazy.
I
that
know we can't tell
people.
anybody who it is, but it's going to be good. So we're
And
going
we
to
can't tell people afterwards either. Like even after he does it, I asked him if we could videotape it, and he was like, "No, I don't want any cameras."
So you got to be there. You got to go drive to Bethlehem, PA. It's a cool town actually, and then go see Chop and Steel. We're going to do a little mini show afterwards.
It's
And
a person I really want to talk to
Yes.
too. I
Yep.
really want to talk to this person. I have a
Then
million
We're
questions.
flying to Alaska then, and then Juneau after this, but that's not.
We're
tickets
working
aren't
on
yet.
that right now still.
Boulder, Denver, Chicago, Madison, Eau Claire, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Los
Yeah.
Angeles, Arlington, and more dates coming up soon. So come see us on the road.
Yep. All right. We have an apology, but I think we're running out of time. Nick, you owe an apology, but we'll save that for next week.
Hopefully, it just all blows over.
No, it won't. This is bad. This is egregious. Stay tuned next week. Nick is going to apologize. And Nick, I was thinking your punishment for the apology would be that you have to drink a half ounce of 2% milk. It's not going to hurt you.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't. A half ounce. What about like touching your tongue to some 2% milk?
No.
And
no.
I'm saying this now so that you have the 2% milk ready.
No, I haven't had milk since 1997.
But
so
if you
it's not
just touch
going
your
to
tongue
happen.
to it, if you just touch your tongue to it, it's not going to do
The
anything.
punishment doesn't match the crime on this one, but we'll find out about that next week. It's a very minor thing, but if you're part of our Patreon team at the $10 and up level, it supports the show. That's how we're able to keep doing this and bring on great guests like Angel from Fangoria. But we're going to watch the second half of competitive eater Mort Hurst, and that footage we have of him on that Baltimore talk show with Jeff Krulik, the guy who taped it off TV.
Yeah,
And
we watched
last week. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, last week, last Thursday, we watched. So yeah, Jeff Krulik gave us this footage from this segment of this morning news show from the Maryland area, and this guy, he was obsessed with this, and we got obsessed with it, and so we decided to watch it. And I wanted Jeff to watch it with us, but he couldn't make it, so he said, "Hey, why don't you call up Mort Hurst's son?" He goes, "I have his phone number if you want it." So I did. I called him up, and he was driving. He's from North Carolina. He was driving a truck he's a semi-truck driver. And I said, "Hey, can you watch this segment with us today?" He's like, "Sure, it sounds great." Just said yes. So it was all thrown together at the last minute. And here, I'll just show you a little clip from last Thursday's.
Oh, good. Yeah, this is great.
Boy named the Blueberry Boy. He's 7 years old. He can eat 2 chickens. When he was 4.5 years old, he ate 1.5 chickens. He eats 4 or 5 pints of blueberries.
He's talking about you, right?
Absolutely, yeah. He made me that shirt. He was all about, that's back when they were airbrushing shirts. You remember that was a big thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You still got it?
I don't know, man. But he went to Spain. He went to Madrid or Barcelona. It was Madrid, Spain, and did a show.
Yeah, so he had tons of stories, and just like it was one of those guests where like booked it and got him on 20 minutes later, and then he just had this whole world of stories from his dad, one of the first competitive eaters ever.
It was wonderful. Yeah, it's he was a real P.T. Barnum, his dad. He had tons of stories. So sign up and just to watch that one. That was incredible.
And then we're going to watch the second half. We only watched the first half with him. We're going
Yeah.
to watch the second half this Thursday with Jeff Krulik. Hopefully, I haven't asked him yet, but hopefully he can do it.
Okay.
So we'll
Otherwise, just give Mort Hurst's son a call again at the last.
Nick, I
minute.
want to watch that Brad Pitt video at some point.
I'll cut together some highlights. That'll be
Okay.
a fun one.
Yeah.
And Saturday Morning Cartoons is back this weekend too for Halloween. We're gonna watch Monster in My Pocket. Only one episode ever aired. It made its way on VHS, and Josh from Lunch Meat is gonna join us. It's a spooky episode featuring tiny monsters. So stay tuned for that one.
Okay, we are going to go out on a Melinda-made song. Liz Tuffer made this one, and she always does great work. And but it's based on a Champer Damper, the cat massage video. Let me just play this quick refresher.
Hello and welcome to the amazing world of cat massage. Who's the best
So she ends the whole video with her song that she sings to her cat.
cat in the United States? It's you, Champer Damper. It's you. You're my cat and you're so good.
Okay, so she took that and she sampled it and added
Oh.
some music, and I
Okay.
made a video for it. And if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
We'll see you down the road to Clowndom.
Happy birthday, Mike. That's all I'm doing.
This one's for the Marines.
And thank you,
Who's the
Angel, for
best
coming on.
cat in the United States? It's you, Champer Damper. It's you. You're my cat and you're so good. You're the best cat in the neighborhood.
The cat didn't want to wear that.
You're my buddy. You're my friend. We'll be together till the very end.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
An A.
My nose isn't for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio. Continued success. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
Hasta la vista, baby. And I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor from California.
We'll be right back right after that.
Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polstead, the real great guy. Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.